Don't chase your dream, manifest it. You're chasing your dream, you're never gonna catch it. Just manifest it, put your trust in a higher source, and it'll manifest in your life. It's called prayer. You can call it yoga, meditation, whatever name you wanna put on it, but you definitely wanna implode within yourself and get in that higher source and let him turn the faucet on so you can get wet.
Talk about manifesting. It's fucking real, man. Manifesting is real. When you figure out who you are and what you want to do, and you devote your life to it like a maniac, like you're all in on this thing, and you manifest, most of these people end up doing what they say they're going to do and being who they say they're going to become. It's real. And there's no excuses. There's no not willing to grind and everybody's against me and this didn't happen for me because of this and that and all this whining. It's these people who dive in and they're hardcore and they're focused and they know what they want. They know who they are. And they lay out these short-term goals and this roadmap on how to get there. Most of those people make it.
If you have an intention, you take a pencil, you write it down, you're actually doing something physical, tactile, then you read it silently, then you read it aloud, then you visualize that, and you do that over and over and over again. What that will do is then embed that into your subconscious. And then these different cognitive brain networks get activated.
Now, can we unpack that just a minute?
Sure.
Because everyone that listens to this loves to make sure that they just got the instructions from you, Dr. Doty, because I'm like hanging on every word. And so there were a couple steps to that, because you had the physical pencil, you had the act of writing, you had this moment where, if you're watching on YouTube, you saw it, but if you're listening, let me describe it. He sat back in his chair, he put his hands kind of in prayer at his chest, closed his eyes, and he started talking about repeating the thought. Is that the chain of events that you do to encode it in your mind?
Yes, absolutely.
So what is, will you walk us through it one more time?
Yeah. So again, what you want to do is to use all of your sensory organs as much as possible to embed that intention. So by writing it down, by reading it aloud, by reading it silently, by visualizing it, that creates the process where this gets embedded and into your subconscious. And what happens is, once you get this embedded, it activates different parts of your brain. And without getting too technical, I'll just mention 4 of them. One is something called the default mode network. This is what happens when your mind wanders or you're daydreaming. And it's self-referential because it's internally focused, but it's where you create the narrative of who you are or what you want.
So if you have negative self-talk, if you ruminate, if you are like, I'm never good enough, nothing works out for me, things like that don't happen to a person like me, I can never get it right. That is the default mode network.
Absolutely. And that gets really activated and results in rumination for some people.
Can I ask you another question? Because one of the things that you said at the very, very beginning is you painted this gorgeous picture of the ability to leverage the remarkable power of your brain to help you get what you truly desire in life, to help you live in heart mode. And you said it's just about believing it. And part of the reason why we have trouble believing it is because of the default mode network and all of these stories you've repeated over and over and over again. Is that fair to say?
No, that's exactly correct.
And we can reprogram, or we can lay down a new track?
Oh, absolutely.
About alchemical sexual alchemy. There's 33 vertebrae in your spine. There's 33 years in the life of Jesus.
Christ, yeah.
So this substance comes from your medulla, makes the trip down your spine to your sacrum, which is Christ coming down into human form.
Yes.
And if you don't squander that essence, that sexual essence, it ascends again and goes back up to heaven, which is your thing. It's also the story of Santa Claus. Why he comes down the chimney is because this juice, or this whatever substance, actually passes what's called the claustrum, which is where they got Santa Claus. So it goes down the chimney and back up the chimney.
quick thought. For all those people that's feeling like they like being alone, they don't like eating food or processed foods no more. You hear ringing in their ears. You get them tension headaches, right? You don't know where they come from. Or you all of a sudden understand a lot of ancient texts and scripted knowledge and stuff you never understood before. And you can easily feel and pick up on everybody's energy, right? And you can even read people's thoughts. There's nothing wrong with you, right? It's called a spiritual download. And that's somehow you opened up. I don't know how it happens to everybody at certain kind of times and ways, but you opened up and released energy inside of your body, and it lined up your chakras, and now you're in a different frequency in life, and you raise your level of consciousness. So that's what people call a Christ consciousness, and it's just an awakening.
How to open your subconscious mind instantly. The vortex breath. Inhale 13 seconds, exhale 13 seconds. Inhale 8 seconds, exhale 8 seconds. Inhale 5, exhale 5. Inhale 3, exhale 3. Inhale 2, exhale 2. Inhale 1, exhale 1. This cadence creates a phi ratio vortex, or caduceus. It will instantly center you. Try this before you visualize or say your affirmations.
Mindful stretching involves more than just going through the motions. It's about bringing conscious awareness to each movement, each muscle, and each breath. By cultivating this awareness, you create a mental space that allows for relaxation and focus. One of the key elements of mindful stretching is syncing your breath with your movements. As you stretch and lengthen your muscles, focus on inhaling and exhaling deeply. This synchronization not only enhances the effectiveness of your stretches but also calms the mind. Mindful stretching serves as a powerful tool for stress reduction. As you stretch and release tension in your muscles, you simultaneously release mental stress. The gentle, deliberate movements invite a sense of tranquility. Regular stretching improves flexibility and range of motion. Mindful awareness allows you to identify areas of tension and work on them deliberately, promoting long-term flexibility. So, the next time you stretch, let it be a mindful stretch, where each movement becomes a step towards both physical vitality and mental harmony.
If you're around somebody that takes away the good energy from you, you're not going to be yourself. Even if you're a good-spirited person, if you allow somebody with bad energy to be around you every day, you're basically dying faster than you normally would die.
So your subconscious mind, real quick, why does Albert Einstein, why does Nikola Tesla, why does everybody say use your imagination? Your imagination's up above your head, and you start using ideas, and you entrepreneurs are very, very good at this. You get an idea, and you got to figure what you want. Do you know that the majority of people, when you ask them what they want, they say, I don't know what I want. They literally say that. And I'll say, don't come to me, Pappy, I want you to help me one way, shape, or form, whatever, this and that and the third. Pappy, can you help me out? I'll say, what do you want? They'll say, I don't know. I say, well, how am I going to be able to help you if you don't know what you want? More importantly, how are we going to know what to ask the universe for if you don't know what you want? So you have to identify your want up here, and that is your goal. And I want you to want it so bad that you can taste it. I can taste mine.
To manifest, whatever it is that you are wanting to manifest, you speak to it as though it's already happened.
Okay, I like that.
So thank you for this wonderful job that I have dreamed about and prayed for, and with this glorious crew and a joyful experience.
Let me tell you something. Only put your energy into things you have a future with. Whether it's a job, it's a relationship, stop giving your energy to things that are temporary. Because at the end of the day, it's only hindering your ability to achieve everything that you want.
I am proud of myself. The road hasn't always been easy, but I'm choosing to stay the course. I give myself grace and love as I grow in this season. I will not allow external circumstances to rob me of my internal peace. Yeah, my feelings are important, but they don't control me. I make room for my feelings. I acknowledge my feelings, and I release the feelings that flow against my healing. I have a sound mind. I am not crazy. My feelings matter. I will make decisions in my life based on who I am and where I'm going, not solely on how I feel. I choose to release anger, anxiety, and frustration. I reclaim my peace. I reclaim my joy. It is well with my soul. There is more working for me than against me. I will remain calm and centered in frustrating situations. How people act towards me has nothing to do with my worth. I release people who don't see and value the fullness of my humanity. If people criticize me, I can survive that. Nothing says that I have to be perfect. I will not hold on to things that no longer serve me. I'm gonna be okay.
And they discovered that speaking out loud positive affirmations about yourself for 21 days straight, speaking 3 to 6 times a day, speaking over your own life, in 21 days, your DNA begins to rewrite its own code. You can rewrite your own DNA. And so that's just the beginning part. So journaling, writing down your affirmations, speaking your affirmations, that begins the process of changing the way that your body is expressing genes. You can turn genes off just through actual speaking of affirmations. And then when you get into a situation when you realize an old emotion that doesn't fit with the situation is coming up, you have to check yourself and catch yourself, and then send your brain to think of something positive. Think of something great. Think of a blessing that you have. Think of something that's good going on in your life, or think of previous things that are great in your life. For just 15 to 20 seconds, it turns off the negativity and puts on positivity, and then you move forward in that direction. It's called brain-heart coherence. So these little tips and tricks, which I teach all the time, give people the capability of maintaining their brain-heart coherence, moving forward in the right direction, and bypassing a lot of negative thoughts. Like Dr. Ahmed calls them ants, automatic negative thoughts.
What's the difference between positive thoughts?
If you cannot write down right now on a piece of paper, this is what I want, then you can't have it, because your mind will get for you what you want, but you have to feed it a vision of what you're looking for. The function of the mind is to make coherence between your belief and your reality. If I believe it's not going to work, then the function of the mind will manifest a situation where it doesn't work. If I totally believe this is how it's going to work, then my mind will set me up in a situation where it works that way. And all of a sudden, that's when you start to realize, wait a minute, it's not chance anymore. This isn't chance, this is creativity, and we are creators.
I don't know about you, but I learned my lesson in 2024. Moving forward, 2025 is going to be about moving different. Because you see, I'm at a place in my life where I can promise you, I'm no longer going to be dealing with anything I don't have to be dealing with. I'll be leaving some people behind, that's for sure. Unfriending some people. Straight up avoiding some people. And doing whatever I got to do to no longer put myself in a position where I'm going to have to be dealing with people and situations where I'm not respected, valued, or appreciated. From now on, my peace is my priority. And I'll do whatever I gotta do to protect it.
Things you need to know about spirituality. Everything is not love and light. You should acknowledge and embrace both your light and dark sides. Balance is key. Everybody's journey is different. What resonates with somebody else may not resonate with you. Just because there's no rules to spirituality and you are a free spirit, that don't mean you just do whatever, because there are universal laws. And you shall always have morals, and you shall always stick to a code. Spirituality is a journey, not a destination. You must ground your energy because taking in so much knowledge can be overwhelming, and it can also lead to psychosis. Stay grounded and connected to the physical world while exploring the spiritual world. Both matter. Evolving is not linear. There will be times that you're vibrating low, and there will be times that you're vibrating high. Dissolving your ego can lead to deep understanding and peace. Make sure you love your ego as well, because you can learn from it. Your ego is not your soul's enemy. Spirituality involves continuous learning and unlearning. Connection with nature can enhance your spiritual experience. Tarot cards, crystals, meditation, sage, etc. Those are tools that you need to actively work with. Energy and intent plays a part as well. Wearing those tools as badges can make you rely on them when the power is really within you. Get in tune with yourself, not just the tools. Let me know if y'all want part 2.
Everyone, welcome to your daily morning practice. This is a modified version for those of you that want to take it easy or just start back and exercise. Remember that there are 4 parts to this practice. Remember to take it easy, stay calm and relax. And throughout the 4 parts, we're going to move from activating the body, warming up, increasing circulation, to doing some strength training, stretching, breathing to clear out more energy. And eventually we're going to finish up with meditation to connect deeper within ourselves and to silence our mind and start the day off right. So let's go and start off with part 1, tap massage. We're going to be doing hops, raising your shoulders up and down. You don't need to come off the ground very much. If you have pain in your feet or your ankles, you can even just bounce a little bit here, okay? The whole idea here is to shake the body, moving the shoulders up and down. Exhale through your nose every time you come down, like this. Next, drop down arms. Fling your arms down. Imagine that you have water or dirt on your hands and you're just trying to get rid of it. Fling it down, releasing the tension from your forearms, your arms, and your shoulders. Bounce every time, come down, and exhale through your nose like this. Let's go into heart openers. Removing the tension from your chest and your shoulders and your upper back. Keeping your arms really, really loose. Having them tap when you come together. And keeping the arms very loose. Oftentimes people do this, controlling the arms. Keeping it really loose allows you to loosen up the body, warming up the joints. Exhale through your nose every time you come together, like this. Your inhale can happen through the mouth or directly through your nose. Next move, full twist. Go ahead and look over your shoulders and allow your arms to stay really loose and have them tap onto your sides as you look all the way around over your shoulders. Remember, the goal here is to keep your arms loose, to pivot through the spine so we can open up circulation in the spine. Exhaling through our nose every time we turn. And doing your best to have a full wrap with your arms around the sides so you can massage your back, your sides, and your stomach. And try to not pay attention to the turn and only pay attention to the place that you're looking right behind you. This allows you to avoid getting dizzy. Let's go ahead and look forward. Let's go into a low twist. Keeping your arms loose again, twisting at the hips, exhaling through your nose on each side, and just keeping your arms really loose and having them tap onto the front side of your hips, your lower abdominal and stomach. Side to side hips. Moving your hips from side to side, moving into your hips every time. So this way you can massage your hips, your glutes. You can even move your arms in the front as well. And on your breathing, you can just breathe normal in and out of the nose. Lower body tap. Tap everywhere in the lower body. Underneath the waistline. You can tap as hard as you like or as soft as you like. As fast or as slow. So we can start to increase the circulation even more directly by tapping our body. Stimulating the nerves, helping them to relax, helping them to stay open. And now let's go to our lower back. Notice how I'm tapping with the top of my hand here, top of the wrist. Now let's move into stomach and sides. Chest. Left chest. And now right chest. One of the easiest ways to tap is to make a cup with your hands. You can also leave it kind of loose. You can close up your fist a bit if you like, but this is typically the universal and the easiest way to tap. And it usually feels the best as well. Left arm up, down the side. Make sure to go all the way from your armpit all the way down to the sides and all the way back up. And now let's tap onto the shoulders and the neck, starting with the neck and working your way down. Now down the back of the arm and up the inside. And now we're going to do the same on the other side. So right arm up, tap down the side, and back up. Let's go to the neck, and down the back of the arm, and up the inside. And now let's go to the head, tapping all the way towards the back of the head so you can cover the entire head. We carry a lot of tension and pressure in our head, in our face, so tapping on it really helps to start to remove that tension so we can feel more at ease. Let's go tap onto our ears. Now our face, jaw and cheeks, mouth and nose, whole face, top of the head, and done. Up and down breathing, we're going to look up, inhale through our nose, and then we're going to look down and we're going to exhale through our mouth, making a sound shh, like you're telling somebody to be quiet. We're going to do that 10 times. Let's begin. Last one, breathe in, look down, breathe out, hold your breath, rotate your neck around in a circle. And now let's go the other direction. Continue to hold your breath if you can. And if you need to breathe in, feel free to do so. Let's turn to the left and right. And now look forward and breathe in through the nose. Out through the mouth. All right, it's that new first wave of relaxation. So a lot of times you can feel a flood just kind of come through. So now, let's go ahead and rub our hands together, clap twice, and go up and down the side of the nose. This is called nose bridge massage. So let's start to open up the passageway for our nostrils to breathe. Let's go around the eyes in the direction of our eyebrows to massage the eye muscles. Now hands over the ears, ear circles, other direction. Hands over the nose, nose circles, and also other direction. Next, left, right, alternating nostril. Take your thumb, press one nostril, inhale through the mouth, double exhale through the nostril, and switch. Switch. Let's do 2 more on each side. And then now let's charge up the hands again by rubbing them together. Take your thumbs, press it onto your temple. Right here on the side, there's a little crevice here. Fingers, place on your head, press through your thumb. About a 7 out of 10 in firmness. 1, 2, 3. Release. Press again. 1, 2, 3. And release. Make a knuckle. Press right here in the crevice, above the lip, underneath the nose, right here. Take your other hand, place it over your fist, and push in. 7 out of 10 in pressure. And release. One more time. 1, 2, 3. And release. Hands on your hips, feet apart. This is a power stance here. We're going to do eye circles and tongue circles. So our eyes go around in a circle like this, and our tongue does the same on the inside like this. Now let's do the other direction. This is a great way to remove tension from the face, from the mouth, and you'll feel really well afterwards. Okay, so now let's warm up the wrists. Let's go back to drop down arms. Heart openers. Remembering to keep the body loose. Full twist. Face forward, and now mid twist, which is similar to a low twist. Instead, you're tapping onto your chest, your arms, keeping the arms really loose. Exhaling on each side like this, or every other side like this. High twist. Same thing, but have your arms go up a little bit higher onto the collarbone, onto the neck. And if you notice when I turn around, my arms are also tapping on the back as well. Now let's move into side-to-side hips. And right into hip circles, drawing a circle on the ground with the hips. Keep your head centered, so you don't need to move like that. Just keep it right here centered. Just have the hips. You can place your hands onto your waist as well. This helps you stabilize and do the other direction. And now let's move into kidney massage. Top the wrist, place it onto your kidney, and then just rest it here. And from here, go ahead and bounce. And if it's hard for you to bounce, then you can move your arms. But the bouncing allows you to be able to move your arms automatically, so you're able to allow your shoulders to relax. Exhale through your nose every time you bounce like this. Now continue the same movement, except we're going to take our hands, place it here on the side, press all the way into our waistline, and continue to do exactly the same. This is a stomach massage, clearing our intestines, increasing our gut health, helping to move everything downwards. Next.